Hey there, all of my Aries people out there, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot card forecasts for the week starting December 9th. 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you can schedule yourself a session at my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So what's going on when it comes to your week, when it comes to the astrology weather? Well, on the 12th and even on to the 13th, we've got Venus in Aquarius creating a tense opposition to Mars, recently turned retrograde in Leo. And this is bringing up conflicts of desire, conflicts of ambition, as well as conflicts that could come out of passion. And for you, this is likely going to stir up an interesting issue that you might want to not address on the dates in question with a friend, with a romantic partner, or even one of your kids. Venus opposite Mars retrograde can sometimes push people to go out of their way to try and get their way at all costs. But even wins might not be worth it in fights or conflicts on or around this day. And so you want to be very careful to choose your battles well and to be smart if you have to get into any of that. Otherwise, could get heated. On the 15th, we've got a full moon in Gemini. At the same time, we have Mercury turning direct in Sagittarius. And this is spelling culminations and completions and even endings that are going to, over the next 2 weeks, start rectifying mistakes or rectifying maybe problems, confusions, or obstacles that you have maybe been having to contend with, not just during this Mercury retrograde term, but maybe even going all the way back to May, June of this year. There could be some things that are getting swapped out in terms of contracts, scheduling, obligations, how ties that bind, or maybe even collaborations or work with others have been not working as well as they could. And this is going to be a beautiful time for some serious fixes to get started on the 15th, but also, again, carrying on for the next 2 weeks. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. All right, here is your traffic for the week, Aries. And it looks like for your Earth sector, when it comes to your work, job, and finances, you've got the Five of Cups upright. Now this week, a lot of you are likely going to have to be brought face to face with an old issue that might still be kind of creating or maybe blocking something that is important to your financial, your professional, or maybe even a matter of home or family life. The Five of Cups upright never brings up a new disappointment or a new hurt. So a lot of things are still going to actually, be pretty good. But there could still be something going on where an old unfinished issue or maybe some kind of recent problem, loss, or disappointment is still reverberating some kind of negative influence. And this is something that is going to have to be addressed and moved on from this week and have that matter completely closed, if possible. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Eight of Swords upright, and there could be something coming up with an associate or a contact that is obstructing something that is important to either you or the greater good around some kind of group, friend group, team, or again, family matter. A lot of the times the Eight of Swords will show up where somebody is digging in their heels. It's self-imposed paralysis. They're obstructing something that we want to get done, or they are refusing to budge. They might be going into victim mode, carry me mode, or just becoming a disruption in some other way. And you may have to just kind of put them on ice for a little bit so that, all systems can still go. For your challenge this week, you've got the Judgment card reversed. The Judgment card reversed is all about quits. It's all about cancellations, drops, and departures. And when this card shows up as a challenge, you are personally getting challenged to actually make some kind of quit, drop, or block that maybe you've not really been all that adamant about or taking as seriously as you should. This card can show up in a way that challenges us, where we see where life could get better if there was something we could give up, we could close the door on, cancel, or drop. And some of you could be having something that you're trying to get out of this week, or this could be something that has been waiting to get dropped or needing to be dropped for a while. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Four of Wands upright. Things are looking golden here because the Four of Wands is all about important milestones getting crossed and accomplishments getting made set. Now, for a lot of you, this could be a week where some kind of important no turning back kind of moment is realized. In your love life, this could be something where maybe you and a partner are actually hitting some kind of important goal line, or maybe a lot of you are getting a chance to connect or maybe make some kind of important first impression or cross a milestone in a new love story if you're single or available. But the Four of Wands is also about success and stability at the same time. And so whatever trend gets set this week is also something that is going to be a cause, bring a cause to celebrate, and also something that's going to last. And finally, for your spiritual advice, your guidance for this week, you've got the Hanged Man upright. This week is really all about substitutions, putting things on ice, as we saw before, and focusing your attention, focusing your investments on things that you probably have had to make wait because of other priorities. A lot of the times the hangman can show us where our environment or the world around us is in flux, and we need to let go of maybe certain routines or maybe even agendas that are not really going to work as that flux continues. However, with the hangman, the more you open up to actually shaking things up or taking your hands off what you've gotten overly involved in, the better this week is going to be. Getting away from things that hold you down, bind you up, or are overly attaching to you, or maybe keeping you stuck in a certain space. The world will do the rest if you let go of anything you might be too fixated on, and start subbing some things out, promoting certain people, moving certain priorities over here. Let things get shook up. Don't walk into this week like you walked into last week. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, son of Celine, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.